example. I mean, but guys, obviously last week we were handcuffed a little bit without Taylor up front, and the ends probably had to play a few more snaps than we would have wanted them to. But Matt Butler got some snaps, and DeAndre Johnson was also out last week, so that really kind of handcuffed those guys. But Paku did play inside. Alexis Johnson played a little bit inside, but you know we've talked about that as a defensive staff, trying to get guys specifically up front in the game a little earlier. And we talked today about Austin Smith playing too, because the team we're playing this week is very big. We need to be big and strong.
What are you guys getting from Sean right now?
Oh.
Is he going unheralded a little bit?
I don't know. Not by me, he's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't look at it or anything. I did see some today. Pro Football Focus ranked him. His I don't know, quarterback efficiency on throws against him is really good for Rashawn. But he was great last week. I thought his effort, his style of play. Whether it's in coverage, whether it's blitzing off the edge, it's if we're a basketball team, you try to get some of your players touches, and against a team like Alabama, we're sitting there saying, all right, who are the players what are the good matchups? And we keep thinking about Nigel, we're thinking about Rashawn, guys like that who are athletic enough and tough enough and have that edge to them, to play against this group. So, Rashawn's going to be a key component in this week's game plan for certain.
Could he play pretty much any spot in the secondary for you? In a pinch, if he
was
able to practice and get coached up there?
Yeah, he played corner in the Georgia Tech game, which was unusual. I mean, obviously, and did very well there. He's played both safety positions. He's played the nickel, and now with some of the injuries we've had to safety, he's repped there and he's prepared to do that. It was good to see Evan. Just so you guys, Evan Berry was out there today, so that was really good, and we certainly could use him the second half of the year. He's an explosive athlete who can play against these really good teams as well. So, but Rashawn's been, yes, whoever said unheralded. I mean, I know maybe right now whatever our record says we are, and maybe our defensive statistics are somewhat middle of the road. But there's a guy who I think day in, day out, week in, week out has played at an exceptionally high level and deserves any recognition that he receives.
Will DeAndre be back this week?
Pardon?
Will DeAndre play this week? Do you know yet?
To be determined. I'm not 100% sure.
We talk about the depth issues. That getting saturated with Alabama, they just so many different players.
Well, that's the league. I mean, that's injuries are part of everything, and we do have some injuries, and obviously we've had Darryl suspended for the for as long to be determined, but and we've never hidden from that. It's the next man up mentality, and that's what it will always be, and I won't accept anything less. And when you go out there, it's your opportunity to play. Like, Schamberger may have to play more this week than he's played. We've talked about that. Balaam Buchanan deserves an opportunity to play a little bit too. So, yes, I mean, Alabama is as deep on probably both sides of the ball as any team. I talked to Larry, and Larry said there's some third downs. They'll run 8 and 9 new guys in there. And you watch some of the teams. I think Georgia was similar. On pass downs, they'll put 3 or 4 different D linemen in there. We've had to be creative with that, and that's, it just is what it is. And you try to maximize the chess pieces that you have and put the individuals that you have in the best place for them and for your unit to be successful.
Take one more.
Notice you didn't have Batilli at the end of the game. Is that more your faith in Corte and Colton? Because it was obvious they were going to run the football there. Or Daniel just not having.
He wasn't in, and he was in on the long series. That was the series that was the one that was most disappointing. I think we wore down a little bit. That's when you saw it. I mean, disappointing. We had him backed up, and we had him to a 3rd and 1. We misfit a run play, but he was in at the beginning of that series, and then like I said, I know you guys all bust my chops, but I have a lot of confidence in Colton, and I thought Corte played really well, and it wasn't in any way, shape, or form an indictment of Daniel Battulli, as it was maybe Colton's our leader, and go do the job. And I'll say it again, for 2.5, 3 quarters, we played really pretty solid defense. We just need to do a better job and finish the games. I used the first thing I said to the defense today is, when's good not good enough? When better is required, and that's what the deal was.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.